TikTok may or may not get banned in the US this week. Let's talk about what is really going on, what's leading to this, and what you can do to stay on top of it. As a marketer, I think it's also really important to be able to talk about what is happening with TikTok and how you could stay ahead of it. And if you're one of the 170 million Americans that will be impacted in some sort of way, either by losing access to the app or losing access to your TikTok shop or losing access to something else, what you can do next. Hi, my name is Shirley. I'm helping you chase your dream life in 2025. And in order to do so, I am informing you on what are the things that may or may not impact you so that you can make the right decisions before they happen. Now, before we get started, I would like to take a moment and pause here. How do you feel about the TikTok ban? If we lose it, where are you going next? I'd like you to take a moment and write that in the comment section down below. Okay, let's get started. So here's what is really, really going on. We have been trying to ban the company ByteDance for about 5 or 6 years now. In fact, Trump tried to ban it in his first term due to national security concerns. What does that mean and what is going on? Well, we didn't know what that meant until Canada banned it just a couple of months ago. And we are assuming at this point that it's a very similar reason, 1-to-1. So ByteDance is a company based out of China. And if you know anything about China, that you know that the Chinese government pretty much owns everything that is based out of China because it is a communist state. Now, what that means for TikTok is that in China, there are, I'm not sure if criminals is the right word for them, but there are people that the Chinese government has tried to find. Now, when you get access to TikTok, what ends up happening is you give away your access to your location settings, to where you are, to IP, etc., to your phone. But Canada found evidence that the Chinese government has been using TikTok to find those people. And as such, the scare is that if they can do that in China, they can also do that in the US, therefore being able to find government officials, people of high statuses, etc. in the US. If they're able to find where someone is located or someone frequents, then what else do they have access to? That's the national security concern that Canada expressed. As such, Canada did ban TikTok in 2024. But the Canada ban is very specific. They banned TikTok from having any commercial operations. They released the information, and they are allowing their citizens to make the choice whether or not they would use the app. In the United States, the reason why the ban would prohibit them from being able to download the app is because our government officials have literally said, and I quote, "We gave the Americans the information. However, they basically made the wrong decisions for themselves by continuing to use the app, despite the risk it causes to them and to national security." So that is a concern. Now, TikTok is saying, well, TikTok Inc. is an American company, which it is. And so we are held to the laws of the US, which means that whatever's happening in Canada or in China is completely different than what's happening in the US. There's been zero evidence of any sort of data breach for US-based creators or US-based TikTok users. And so for that reason, you're impeding on someone's First Amendment right of free speech by taking away an app and turning it around and labeling it a national security threat when there isn't. In fact, what you're doing is that you are decimating small businesses who have earned so much money through TikTok Shop. You're decimating TikTok creators. You are going to really kill the economy by taking away this app based on fear alone with no evidence. That's their argument. The next step is a Supreme Court hearing on January 10th. So January 10th is very important because we will get either 3 decisions. Now, this is as far as it can go. There is nothing further. Decision number 1, we will ban the app that TikTok ban holds, and all platforms must take away the app on January 19th. Decision number 2, we need more information. We will wait and see. And so we will get a future date, whatever date that is. Decision number 3, this ban is unconstitutional. And so the ban is then paused or not allowed to go through, and the ban will not be paused. Now, here's the thing. If decision number 1 happens, yes, the ban is constitutional and will be allowed to go through, they cannot remove TikTok from your phone. The 3 apps that will be banned are CapCut, TikTok, and Lemonade, because they are banning ByteDance from operating in the United States. So anything that is owned by ByteDance, so TikTok, CapCut, and Lemonade would all be banned. Now, with that, what is important to understand is that what's likely going to happen is that new users will not be allowed to download the app. You should probably do an update on the 19th, in my opinion. Do that last update. And then likely what is going to happen is that over a period of time, the app will get laggy, it will stop working right, and users will naturally drift away to other platforms. We're estimating that could take 3 to 6 months. So it is not something that is going to happen overnight. You will not lose access to this app January 20th. The other thing that could happen there is they could file a 90-day extension with the president, who is now pro-securing TikTok with Trump. And so if they file a 90-day extension, it is a 90-day extension only if they say that they're going to sell the company to an American company. Now, here's what Trump has said about that. He does not want this app going to any of the big competitors, Meta, Google, etc. He doesn't want to create a bigger monopoly. Personally, I also don't think he likes them. So maybe Elon will buy it. We don't know who the buyer is, and we don't know if there's a buyer. We also don't know if, and likely, what we do know is that they will not be selling the algorithm. So it will be a blank canvas, but at least it will have 170 million users on it with a TikTok shop kind of feature. So we'll see what comes from that. Those would be the options for TikTok. Second, we will wait and see. We will get a future date. Third, no, the app is not going to get banned. Then we will continue to use TikTok as is. However, please note that Congress is still really against this app. And so are a lot of politicians out there. So the reality that we may not face another ban a year from now or 2 years from now or whenever they figure out some sort of way to do this is like 0%. Okay? We will be seeing this again in some sort of way. This will continue to be a conversation for probably years to come. Now, what are the alternatives? So here's the alternative solutions, and this is what we as marketers are looking at. YouTube did say that they might be releasing a new feed. Making YouTube Shorts easier to use is our hope and our dreams, but we will see what happens. Instagram is testing an affiliate model. It's what we hear from the inside, which is really exciting because this would replace potentially TikTok Shop, potentially the TikTok affiliate program where so many people made money from. And so it might be really interesting to see. We are hoping that there is a change to their Explore page so that the algorithm is a little bit easier to use and easier for small creators and new creators to blow up on like it was for TikTok. But again, crossing our fingers and we will see. Neptune is a new app that is launching that says it's like if MySpace and TikTok became one with a really interesting algorithm set. So we are looking at that app as well. But a lot of users have said we will continue to go to Instagram or YouTube. And if you read the comment section down below, hopefully there is a ton of comments on there that will tell you where users are going to go, because that's where small businesses want to start really investing their time and their money and efforts so that we can stay ahead of the curve. As of right now, all we can do is wait and see. But what I will say is start to make sure that people on TikTok, if you are on TikTok, know where to find you. For me, that meant putting my Instagram tag at the end of my name so that if somebody wants to follow me on another platform, they can do so, and I hope that they will. If you have any questions, put them down below. And if this video was helpful to you, I am posting, hopefully, twice a week, every week for the rest of the year with a goal to reach 100,000 subscribers. So if I am helping you, I really hope you'll help me back by subscribing to the channel and turning on the notifications, because I will see you all next week. Bye.